Hey there, comic book fans. Back from the comic shop again. Yesterday, ready for an early morning comic book haul. Pretty good trip to the comic shop. Got 8 comics, 7 from my pull list, and 1 I pulled off the shelf. But let's start, as always, with the top of my printer museum comics that I had out there this week. We've got a Sergeant Fury number 97, a Marvel 10th anniversary cover in the box. John Severin. Oh no, as Sergeant Fury lays dying. Or something like that it says, right? Nick Fury lies dying. All this while Nick Fury lies dying. Oh no, falling off the cliff. And we got a Bob Burden, Flaming Carrot. Look at that poor man. That poor man. Look at him, Johnny. Do you want to grow up like that? That's what comic books do to you. I haven't read any of these Flaming Carrots in ages. I don't have to pull some out and actually read them, because I don't remember any of them. That was always I think that's Nito Kino, little kid saying. I remember enjoying the strangeness of Flaming Carrot, but it's been so long since I've read any of them. So I'll put these 2 back in their slots on the shelf and pull 2 new ones out to have on top of my printer all week. Let's see what comics I got. Something from Ignition Press. This is Voyeur number 2. It's kind of a caper comic. The first issue was about this guy looking at this woman as he was security, and it all really had to do with an art heist. Who's doing this? Leah Williams and David Baldione. Up top, do we have a letterer and colorist? On the back. Oh, cover by Eva de la Cruz. Oh, it looks like it has a little wraparound, too. Little bit of a wraparound. Lettered by And World Design. I guess the artist did the coloring on it. So I enjoyed the first issue. I like caper comics. Heist film movies. There's not a lot of heist comics, but heist movies are one of my favorite genres. I always enjoy a good heist. So we'll see what they're doing here in this. The guy had worked himself into like a security team at this resort somewhere where he's going to steal art from. And number 1, another Ignition Press book. This is a new company, I think, that's like creator owned, but it's The Beauty. Issue number 1. I think this has got a TV show. That's where this is volume 2 of The Beauty. Volume 1 came out. I don't know. There hasn't been an issue in years, but there was I think about 25 issues in the original series. And it was it had different genres in it, but a lot of it was like either slice of life or even crime at times. Because The Beauty was this pill you could take that made you beautiful, but it shortened your lifespan. I think that may have been secret that it shortened your lifespan. So, and this is written by Jeremy Juan. He wrote the original one too. Jason A. Hurley. I think both of them wrote the original. Art by Emanuela Lapacino. Colored by Leonardi Pacchiarati. Lettered by And World Design. Like I said, I bought the first series. I guess they're doing slight wraparounds here. Ignition, right? Ignition Press. So the art looks pretty cool on it. It had, I think it had different artists for different story arcs in the original Beauty. So we'll see how this one is. Like I said, I think they're coming out with this because I think it got made into a TV show. I just saw that should be coming out soon. We'll see how that is. Speaking of TV shows, here is Supernatural. Number 1, based on the TV show. Who's putting this out? Dynamite. I don't even know who's doing it. Greg Pak is the writer. Edner Messias is the artist. Thago Brando is the colorist, and Jeff Eckelberry is the letterer. And it was Greg Pak's name who sold me this one. Besides the fact that I used to watch the TV show. I watched all 15 seasons of the TV show as it was coming out. But I think Greg Pak wrote some... What did he write that I liked? Some Marvel stuff even. It was maybe it was The Incredible Hercules. So I figured I'd give this a read. There've there've been a couple Supernatural comics before that were middle of the road, and I think I read this takes place. I like that picture there. This takes place between season 1 and 2, so it's young Sam and Dean out fighting monsters. If you've never seen Supernatural, they fight monsters. I actually ordered a different. I think I ordered the. There's a whole bunch of covers, of course. Sometimes I order a certain cover and it doesn't come in. And I think I actually ordered the photo cover, which I don't even see here. Oh, there was a blind bag for this too. I ordered the photo cover just because I didn't like any of the. And this cover is kind of boring to me. I didn't like any of the actual art covers, which is unusual. Usually I avoid photo covers, but I got an art cover anyway. What one is this? A? Cover A. Then we've got Xander Cannon's Sleep. This is the one where the guy goes to sleep and apparently turns into a monster and wrecks the town he's in. So that's what we've got. But we never see the monster. We just see him waking up with the aftermath of him having turned into a monster. So is he really turning into a monster? Is there something else going on here? But he and his friend have been trying to deal with this. Well, first, and it's like in this red and gray thing. I think last issue he sent himself down into a mine to try to keep from the monster from getting out, or the mine might have had something to do with him turning into a monster. He doesn't know yet. So it's been fun. It's been a fun series. I don't know how many issues it's going, but we're up to 6. So, and it doesn't seem like it's going to end anytime soon, but we'll see. And then we've got Radiant Black, issue number 38. Who's doing this one? Higgins, Clark, Costa, Fernandez, Carey. Oh, this is one that's going to make us search for the rest of the credits, so we'll have to go with the front cover. I think Costa is the artist, so Fernandez might be the colorist, and Becca Carey, I remember that name from the lettering, so she must be the letterer. Marcelo Costa, he's the artist. But Radiant Black's a superhero story, guy with a super costume. Goes around trying to save people. There was a big intergalactic war that they eventually won, but the aftermath of that big galactic war has been happening for the last story or two. Like issue 38, so I've been enjoying this one. Then what do we have? Flow number 2, which I had to order before I read number 1, which is unusual, but that's because number 1 was late. But I enjoyed issue number 1. This is sort of a horror story about... I think she was the girl who was picked on in camp like 10 years ago. And she may have died, I can't remember. And these other 2 girls who kind of picked on her, who are grown up now and really regret picking on her, but now they're seeing ghosts and things. So this little girl may be back for her revenge as a ghost or something. It was an interesting first issue. I think it's only 5-issue series. And I like the covers on it. The covers on it are well done. Who does it? Paula Svenbergen is our writer. Claudia Balboni is our artist. Is that our Fabi Marquez is our colorist, and Jody Troutman is our letterer. All their names are down there. And then a new issue 17 of Feral. Names down there too. We've got Tony Fleece as our writer. Art is Trish Forster and Tone Rodriguez. Color is Brad Simpson. No letterer credited. So I'm guessing the artist did the lettering? I don't know. This is the one that's about cats. And it's like a zombie cat story. The Walking Dead with cats. Except, the animal... It's like a rabies outbreak. That created the zombies, if you want to call them that. And this has been a story about how they tried to escape to this giant Petco type store, and they managed to get in, but there were already cats living there who were a little crazy from living there. There's a big cat fight for you. A little crazy from living there, trapped by themselves for the last couple of weeks. So A cat horror story. Well done. And here's one I picked. The one I picked up off the shelf. Essentia number 29. Wraparound. This is their parody cover, I think it says. And this, like my shop has gotten a lot of indie books in this month because there's a new indie distributor. So I guess they just bought a bunch of books from them. And I was like, you know what? I've never heard of this. But any indie comic that made it up to issue 29, I should sample. That's what I figure. Who's doing it? I don't know what it's about. There's some robots and humans fighting. What else we got here? Oh, we got a nice little dinner out in our fancy dress. What does it all mean? I don't know. Let's see who does this. So I get to that first page. The writer is John Dolmayan. I think I've read something by him. I remember that name, Dolmayan. Artist is Articida, one word, art, and then Ecida. Color artist is Blonde, Plond. He's got one name. The letterer is Josh Reed. Well, at least Josh Reed has two names. Like I said, John Dolmayan is the publisher. I must have read something else he published. Something else from Wake Entertainment logo by Frank Cho. Oh, I guess that's Wake Entertainment is the publisher. I don't know why they didn't color that Frank Cho drawing, but I guess they didn't want to. So yeah, I figured I'd give this a try. Why not? Made it to 27 issues. I should try it. So there you go. Let me show you a little bit of my art. What do I got back here? Oh, look, that face almost blends in with that painting face. Almost. This is another Dreams of Things 300 in my quest for Dreams of Things. There's a 3 up there. And the eyes make 200s, I guess. I guess that's what I was going for there. And this is kind of one of my weird butt faces. I've kind of drawn, but this one's more face than butt. Because it's got the waist up there that goes into the butt, and then we've got the face on the butt. But there's no real, this one's more of a face than a butt this time. That nice brown in the background. I like those browns. By the way, I got a completely new set of markers. This is all done with Copic, Artfinity, and Blick markers, which are all dye-based, alcohol and dye-based. I just bought a new set of Pantone water and pigment-based markers. Completely different medium, and as I'm finding out, trying to figure out how you can't quite use it. You can't quite do this same type of layering. So I'm figuring out a new marker medium, but it's been fun. With those ones. Oh, let's see if we get that face right in there. Now this person's saying that. All right, there you go. Some artwork, some comic books, and you guys have a good week out there.